in passing yards. It's the Condors and the Cowboys on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Prescott down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Player. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Fights through it. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
Open man downfield, it's Palmer. Down the left sideline. Touchdown!
Josh Palmer, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Condors are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. But you look at this defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Jones on the return.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They started on the ground with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Cowboys 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And running with power here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. Oh, look at the juke. Room here to run. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Pollard going to try the right side.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as they get this up to about the 42.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Now Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, Mexico City.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Herbert throwing again. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And touchdown! Gerald Everett, 44 yards. And the Condors will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 8. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now it's instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Off the play fake, Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Prescott. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a little floater there is incomplete. So we're halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in from a touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Condors come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Short throw to Smith.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott goes right back to Smith again. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Prescott now from the 50. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown! Josh Palmer, 76 yards. And the Condors have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the... That's what it's all about.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a duel. In this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
18-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
Now Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And his throw here is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
First down. First and 10 at the 36.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle. There he goes, left side.
There he goes again. Touchdown. Josh Palmer.
75 yards.
And the Condors get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
42. Cowboys 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Short throw to Smith. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the
A first down throw for Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
To throw is Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On play action, Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Touchdown!
Darius Davis,
73 yards.
And the Condors are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cowboys 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And out now come the Cowboys.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
79 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You know, he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 7 kept. This last one, a first down. Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Condors are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jones on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown!
Quentin Johnston.
57 yards.
And the Condors up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Prescott now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're going to pass here with Herbert. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now here come the Cowboys. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's Jones. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense